Shalom, family. Good to see you all here. I hope you're doing well. Oh boy. You know, these folks always told us to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps and we need to work hard. And then when we are out here working hard, they won't leave us the hell alone. They always got to look for a reason to bother us. So, this is an Amazon driver, and he pretty much did the same route. So, this particular neighborhood that he was in is predominantly white, but the white people there were so used to seeing him and they liked him. And they would just leave things out for him, like bottled water in the summer, or, or some, like this time of the year, they would leave him Christmas cookies and stuff. So, they liked him. So this one, now I'm hearing this man that spat on him was a white pastor. And we already know what the history of white pastors is in this nation, okay? And, don't let the word pastor throw you off because it is just another white supremacist under a different name. That's all. And he was blocking this man and he kept bothering him. So he couldn't do his job. So he confronted the guy and he said, "Look, you're going to have to move from in front of my truck." Well, this guy spat on him. Do you know how degrading it is for somebody to spit on you? And it was unprovoked. So let's just say he laid hands on him rightfully and justifiably. And it was two white people standing around trying to act like it was not just. You know how they act. They can lash out against us, but we can never lash out back against them. And what y'all don't realize, white people, you can't lay your hands on us, you can't spit on us and then expect no reaction. We are not in the 1930s. When you do things like that, expect retaliation. Expect it. Seriously. Nobody is going to sit around and put up with that crap anymore. So when you do things like that, expect to get it back. I looked at a video about a week ago, and it was a white woman in a stadium, and she kept bumping up against the guy next to her. She was doing that mess on purpose. This man finally got tired of her, and when I say he pushed her down to the ground hard, he slammed her butt down to the ground. And you know how it is. When he finally retaliated after she bucked up against him multiple times, she all of a sudden is the victim. And I'm glad this brother pulled his phone out so he could record exactly what this guy did and how the people around him reacted. Nobody would call the cops, y'all. Nobody would call the cops. So let me go ahead and share my screen so we can get started. Please give me a 1 if you can see my screen. Okay, thank you, everybody.
A lot of people have been talking about the viral video involving an Amazon delivery driver and a man on a bicycle. So here's what led up to what we see on camera. According to the driver, he was on his regular delivery route in a residential neighborhood. At an intersection with trees blocking his view, he slowly crept forward to make sure it was safe to proceed. A cyclist then approached and began yelling, accusing the driver of almost hitting him. The driver says there was no close call and continued on with his route. The cyclist didn't let it go. He followed the driver, continued provoking him, and used offensive language. After the driver completed another delivery and returned to his truck, the cyclist was standing in front of it, blocking him from getting inside. The driver says he asked the man multiple times to move because he felt unsafe. When he tried to get into the truck anyway, the cyclist allegedly grabbed his arm and spat on him, which caused the situation to escalate into a physical confrontation. The altercation ended when the driver noticed his delivery truck rolling down the street unattended, forcing him to stop and secure the vehicle. When the video resumes, bystanders are seen confronting the driver, focusing on the fight without knowing the full context. This incident has sparked online debate about harassment, personal boundaries, and how much abuse workers are expected to tolerate while doing their jobs.
I beat your ass because you spit on me, you bitch.
Why don't you get on your bike?
Yeah, and slide the fuck up out of here.
An Amazon delivery driver was spit on by an elderly cyclist, then punched him once and was subsequently fired. The driver says he acted in self-defense after enduring continuous verbal abuse, threats, and physical violation, and that he has reported the incident to police and initiated legal action. The incident happened during what should have been an ordinary delivery route. With visibility obstructed at an intersection, a brief traffic friction quickly escalated into a verbal confrontation. According to the driver, the man became aggressive, stepped into his personal space, and used insulting language. But the key moment came next. Spitting. From a legal standpoint, spitting is often considered assault, not merely an act of rudeness. Within seconds, the situation spiraled out of control. The driver threw a punch. The moment was recorded, shared, and quickly labeled. The outcome followed swiftly. The company terminated his employment, citing violent behavior. From the driver's perspective, however, this was not retaliation, but self-protection, not provocation, but being pushed past a breaking point.
Y'all, I just saw a video about the Amazon driver that was spit on by a man riding a bike. And guess what? He was a pastor. So the next time that you had to preach, what was your sermon about? What was your sermon about? What would possess you to spit in somebody's face? Let me guess, you was asking him why he was in the neighborhood or something, but he had on his Amazon uniform. The lady asked him, what if it was a woman? He said, I was going to wait till my sister get here to beat her. It was going to be a BTA with my fists. He didn't say it like that, but I'm just saying it. So I wonder what your sermon's about nowadays.
And to that white lady who said, what if it was a woman, what he would have did? You ask me, he should have smacked the fuck out her too if it was a woman. Because y'all not supposed to be just going around spitting on people. Who the fuck y'all think y'all is?
I don't know what happened, but that man that spit on that Amazon driver, he got exactly what he deserved. Y'all gonna learn that everybody ain't gonna tolerate the disrespect no matter who you think you is. Because I'm gonna tell you right now, spit on me, you gonna be missing all your 32. Do you hear me? All right.
Racism isn't real, but there's a black man doing his job. A white man spits on him. There are two bystanders who just so happen to be white. Guess who they decide to help? The white man. A black man says, hey, can you guys call the police for me? They didn't call him. Then the tides turn when this black man says, I'm recording for my safety. The white man, who's a bystander in the situation, says to the black man, you're going to lose your job. Not, are you okay? He just spit on you. Do you have any medical issues? Maybe I can go get some help for you. No, you're going to lose your job. And then a white woman screams, hey, would you hit her? Would you hit him if he was a woman? What does that have to do with anything? It's the fact that he's black. A black man is in danger, defended himself, and you're helping the person who put him in danger. And you expect me to believe it's not. It's not because the person who was hurt is black. It's because of why. Give me one good reason why that would ever be the case. Okay.
Yo, I done seen it all. Did y'all see the video of the Amazon driver who was defending himself because the guy had spit on him? It was a guy It was looked like it was raining, like it was drizzling outside. The guy was on a bicycle. He spit on the Amazon driver. And so the Amazon driver was recording the footage and he was showing his exact location because he said, I have to have proof because I'm showing him. And he's saying, he telling the people in the bank, are you going to call the police? Are you going to call the police? Like they saying, no, they wasn't going to call the police. And the guy was like, exactly. So that's why I need to record because I need to have proof for myself that he spit on me and I had to defend myself. Y'all, when I tell you the guy was on a bicycle leaking, he was leaking. And you can hear the lady in the background saying, what if it was a lady? And he'll say, if it was a lady, I would have waited right here and I would have called my sister to come whoop her ass if it was a lady. And he stood on all 10. Said what he said. Man, people is crazy. People not dealing with that stuff y'all used to do years ago, thinking y'all could talk to people, spit on people. None of that ain't going. None of that ain't sliding. None of that. Y'all let me know in the comments, and this is for entertainment purpose. Y'all like, share, comment, and repost. I'm not saying nothing harmful. I'm saying everything I have the right to say for people to defend themselves. Bye, y'all.
Hey, this is Lizzie, conspiracy theorist, gossip girl. The latest Amazon guy got spit on by a bicyclist. He smacked the crap out of him, blood oozing down his face and everything. Yeah, it's gone viral on TikTok.
All right, so I know a lot of y'all probably been wondering, where's the update with Mr. David McDonald, the Amazon driver who you can find in the dictionary under FAFO? Well, there you have it. He said there's a part 2 coming today and it gets better. So Mr. David McDonald himself came and left this comment under my post on Facebook. So I am assuming that what we all seen and witnessed is only maybe half of what had happened. Maybe even a half of that. But we do know that he is going to be coming out with a part 2. So make sure that you like, share, repost, and follow right now to make sure that you don't miss out on part 2 with the Amazon driver who went viral for putting his paws on Grandpa. I appreciate all the love, the support. Make sure y'all keep running up the content. Love y'all and happy holidays to you and yours.
Okay, y'all. See, this is why this evil ass system must go. Because these folks act like they can lash out at you, but if you defend yourself, you're in the wrong. Those days are done. Y'all need to hang up that kind of crap. Nobody is going to listen to that anymore. Y'all act like you got carte blanche over walking up to people and doing whatever you want. And see, nowadays you would think you would back off because y'all, there's quite a few videos of y'all getting your asses beat down. Quite a few. And people are not taking that crap off of y'all anymore. They're not. They are going to fight back. And I think y'all just don't get it. Maybe you just don't accept it because you're used to things being a certain way. People ain't taking that crap no more. So when you raise up on somebody, make sure you're prepared to get yourself knocked back down because that's exactly what's going to happen. Y'all bite off more than you can chew. And that white supremacy 1930 style crap y'all be out here trying to pull, acting like Karen and Darren, that ain't gonna cut it no more. And you know, that's what's wrong with this evil ass world. That man should not have lost his job. In a justified world, he should not have lost his job. The company should have backed him up. But because we're in this white supremacist system, They can do things to you on your job, or you're out and about doing your job. And no matter what, you're always in the wrong. And even if they're as wrong as 2 left feet, you still lose your job in this fucked up system. And it's not right. And that's why some of us can't wait to see this system fall and see it go. I don't support your system. So every time there's little cracks in it, I'm happy. I'm happy. And I'm looking at a president that's struggling to keep it together. Trust me, Donald Trump is struggling to keep this system together. It is falling fast. And I say, let it go to hell. It doesn't deserve to exist because there is no justice in this system. If people can't get justice up in here, it don't need to exist. Let the shit fall. That's how I see it. So that young man, you need to lawyer up. That man, you defended yourself and that man caused you to lose your job. You lawyer up and sue the hell out of that elderly white minister. He's supposed to be a pastor. You sue that man. Find out what church is his and go after it. Go after it. And as far as Amazon is concerned, they didn't stand by you as an employee at all. And if there's some kind of way you can go after them, go after them. But the young man, you make sure you lawyer up. Lawyer up. You do have rights. What that man did to you was unprovoked. And these folks have been doing unprovoked things to us for the last 400 years. And it's time for this BS to come to an end. We are all tired. All of us, we are tired. So, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and conclude. Thank you so much for being here. And, and these folks really, truly believe no matter what they do, you can't retaliate on them. That's a load of BS. I tell you what, if somebody spit on me, I'm going to go crazy on your ass. Okay? Whatever happens to you, it just happens. Everybody got the right to defend yourself. It is your human right. It is not a right we need to get from a white person because that right comes from our Heavenly Father. So, y'all, please enjoy the rest of your night. And again, there's still some edge. Y'all really buying out the edge growth butter, but there's still some out there. I just listed a few Botana oils, the whipped Botana oils. Those are out there. So I will be listing more. I just listed a few tonight, but I will be listing more in the next coming days. So, y'all have a wonderful night, and I will see you tomorrow, and we'll do this all over again. Shalom, family.